Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm going to walk you through the process of applying for a UK provisional driving license using the online method. So, why should you get a provisional license? Well, it's the first step toward getting your full UK driving license. With a provisional, you can start learning to drive, take lessons, and book your practical test once you're ready. Apologies in advance. This video might be a bit long since I'm going through each step to make sure it's understandable for everyone. If you'd like, feel free to watch the video at 1.5x speed to save some time. Let's start the process. There are two ways to apply, online method and offline method. The online method costs £34 and is done through the DVLA's official website. The offline method costs £43, and you'll need to apply using a paper form from the DVLA website or a post office. In this video, we'll focus on the online process, and I'll explain the offline method in another video. Open your browser and search for UK Provisional Driving License. The first result should be the official government.uk website. Click on that link to get to the right page. I've also added the direct link in the description below. Once you're on the page, we can move to the next step. Alright, once you're on the DVLA website, the first page will give you a quick overview of the process. It'll confirm that you need to be at least 15 years and 9 months old, be able to read a number plate from 20 meters, and have lived in the UK for at least 185 days. Once you've checked that you're eligible, you can click Start Now to get going. On the next page, it'll ask you to have your ID ready, whether it's a UK passport, BRP, or even a national ID card. If you have a DVLA account, you'll need to log in with your email and password. They might also ask for your national insurance number and your address history from the past 3 years. You'll also need a photo and signature, but if your passport already has those, they might just reuse them. Once everything's ready, you can click Continue. Next, it'll ask if you've ever had a GB provisional license before. Since this is my first time applying, I'll select No and move on. If you've had one before, just select Yes. Then, it asks where you currently live. Since I'm living in England, I'll select England from the list. It's just asking you to choose the option that matches your current address. The next page reminds you that you'll need to upload a photo and signature for your provisional license. If you're on a desktop or laptop, make sure your photo is already on the device. It might be easier to do this step on your phone since it has a camera. Then it asks if you plan to live in the UK for more than 185 days a year. Since I do, I'll select Yes and move on. Next, it'll ask if you're currently disqualified from driving anywhere, including the UK. Since I'm not, I'll select No. After that, it'll confirm if you meet the legal eyesight standard for driving. I do, so I'll select Yes and continue. The next page asks if you have any medical conditions that could affect your driving. Since I don't have any of these conditions, I'll select No and move forward. Now, it's time to either sign in or create a DVLA account. If you don't already have one, you'll need to confirm your identity by entering your email, password, and other details. By continuing, you confirm your information is correct and agree to an ID check. Once logged in or after creating your account, you'll be asked to enter your email address. After typing the email, click Continue. DVLA will then send you a code to your email to confirm it. Check your inbox, grab the code, and enter it on the next page. If you didn't get the email, there's an option to say that and request it again. Once you've entered the code, click Continue. Next, you'll have the option to enter your mobile phone number. This is optional, but if you choose to enter it, DVLA will send a confirmation code to your phone. After entering your number, click Continue. You'll also need to confirm that you have the right identity documents, like a UK passport or another ID. Once everything looks good, select Yes and continue. Then, DVLA will ask if you want to participate in research about motoring and road safety. For now, I'll select No and continue. On the next page, you'll need to enter your personal details exactly as they appear on your identity document, including your sex, title, and full name. Once that's all entered, click Continue. If you have middle names, you'll be asked to enter them. If not, just select No and move forward. Then, you'll enter your date of birth, just as it appears on your identity document. Once done, click Continue. The next step is to enter your postcode to search for your address. Once you type it in, click Find Address to select your address. If you've lived at your current address for less than 3 years, it will ask you to provide your previous address. You'll need to select if that address was in UK or not, and once done, click Continue. Once you've entered your previous address, the next page asks how long you've lived at that address. If your total time at both your current and previous addresses is more than 3 years, you won't need to add another address. If not, you might need to add it. Once done, click Continue. Now, you'll be able to review all the details you've entered. If everything looks good, click Confirm and continue to confirm that your information is correct and give consent for DVLA to verify your identity. On the next page, you'll choose your identity document. Since I'm an international applicant, I'll select Non-UK Passport and Continue. It will then ask if you used your non-UK passport to apply for your visa or immigration status. Since I did, I'll select Yes and click Continue. Then, you'll need to enter your passport number. After that, you'll enter your nationality exactly as it appears on your passport. Once that's done, click Continue. Next, you'll be asked if you have a national insurance number. This helps DVLA confirm your identity. I'll select Yes and enter my NI number. At this stage, you might run into an error if DVLA isn't able to confirm your identity. If that happens, don't worry, you'll just need to switch to the old online service. The main difference is this: with the new online method, your identity is verified instantly online, and the whole process can be done digitally. But if you have to use the old service, DVLA will send you a form by post, which you'll need to fill out and return to confirm your identity. If everything goes smoothly and you don't get the error, you can continue by creating a DVLA account, setting a password, and uploading a digital photo and signature. Once you've done that and completed the payment, you'll get a confirmation email from DVLA, and your provisional license should arrive in 1 to 2 weeks. It's definitely the quicker and easier option if it works without any issues. But if you do get that error, just click the button that says Apply using old online service. That will take you to the old portal, where you'll need to fill in all your details again to continue the process. To start, you'll need to enter your personal details on this page, followed by proof of your address for the last 3 years, just like before. Then, you'll answer some security questions. Next, you'll enter your national insurance number, followed by your passport details. If you're not from the UK, you don't need to enter a passport number, just click Next. Then, you'll answer questions about your eyesight, just like before. After that, you'll be asked about your fitness. If you don't have any of the conditions listed, just click Next. No need to select anything. After that, enter your email address and complete the declaration. On the next page, double-check that all your details are correct. Finally, make the payment of £34. After you make the payment, you'll get a confirmation email. Then, within a week, DVLA will send you an application completion form by post. You'll need to fill in a few details on the form, like your share code and your signature, and attach a photo that meets DVLA's requirements. If you're unsure how to take the right kind of photo for driving license, then I've made a separate video to guide you through it. You can find the link in the description below. Once the form is complete and the photo is attached, just place everything in the return envelope provided by DVLA. Please have a look at the note that comes with the DVLA application. It gives clear guidance on what information you need to provide to DVLA. If you're a UK national, you can simply enter your passport number, or choose any of the certificates listed in the note. For non-UK professionals, it's best to provide your SOT code, and you can easily find this through the UKVI website. The gist of it is, if you've got a UK passport number, or if you're a non-UK applicant with a SOT code, then there's no need to send any physical ID or copies to the DVLA. And that's it. I hope this step-by-step guide made the process clearer and easier for you. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like the video, leave a comment if you have any questions, and subscribe for more useful tips and updates. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your driving journey.